What if I told you that the life you've always dreamed of, the success, the fulfillment, the happiness isn't some distant, unreachable fantasy? What if I told you that it's right there, just waiting for you to claim it? Too often, we fall into the trap of thinking success is reserved for the select few, the ones born into privilege, or those who get lucky breaks. But here's the truth. Success isn't about luck. It's about mindset. It's about resilience. It's about taking control of your thoughts and your actions and steering your life in the direction you want it to go. Think about this for a moment. Every great accomplishment in history started with a single thought. Every invention, every business empire, every life-changing moment began with someone deciding, I can do this. Success isn't an accident. It's the result of conscious decisions, day after day, month after month, year after year. And guess what? You are just as capable of making those decisions as anyone else. Imagine what your life could look like if you fully believed in your own potential. I'm not talking about surface-level belief. I mean truly deeply believing that you are destined for greatness, that you have the power to shape your own destiny. That's the first step to success. Knowing in your heart that you deserve it and that you're capable of achieving it. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but I have doubts. I'm not sure if I'm good enough. I've failed before, so maybe success isn't meant for me. Let me stop you right there. Every single successful person you admire has had those exact same thoughts. The difference is they didn't let those doubts define them. They didn't let fear or failure stop them from moving forward. Instead, they used those setbacks as stepping stones to their ultimate success. Fear and failure are part of the journey. They're inevitable, but here's the key. They don't have to be final. Just because you've faced failure doesn't mean you're a failure. Just because you've experienced fear doesn't mean you have to live in it. You can choose to push past those obstacles. And on the other side, you'll find success waiting for you. Let me ask you this. What if you started thinking of failure as feedback instead of seeing it as something negative? What if you saw it as a learning experience, a sign that you're growing, that you're trying, that you're getting closer to your goals? Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Every time you fail, you gain new insights. You learn what doesn't work, and you get one step closer to figuring out what does. This mindset shift is crucial. The most successful people in the world, those who have reached the pinnacles of their fields, didn't get there by avoiding failure. They got there by embracing it, by using it as fuel to propel themselves forward. They didn't let setbacks stop them. Instead, they used those challenges as motivation to work even harder. But it's not just about bouncing back from failure. It's about what you do in the moments in between. Success doesn't happen in a flash of brilliance or a single moment of glory. It's built through consistent action, day in and day out. It's about showing up, even when you don't feel like it. It's about doing the work, even when it's hard. It's about pushing yourself to keep going, even when you feel like giving up. Now, I want you to take a moment to think about your goals. What is it that you want out of life? Is it a successful career? Financial freedom? A happy, fulfilling personal life? Whatever it is, I want you to picture it clearly in your mind. Visualize what your life would look like if you achieved that goal. How would you feel? What would your days look like? Who would you become? Hold that image in your mind, because that's the life you're working towards. And now I want to ask you, what are you willing to do to get there? Because here's the truth. Success doesn't come easy. It requires sacrifice. It requires hard work. It requires you to step out of your comfort zone and do things you've never done before. It requires you to take risks, to face your fears, to fail and then to get back up again and try even harder. But here's the thing. Every sacrifice you make, every hour of hard work you put in, every risk you take, brings you one step closer to that vision of success. And let me tell you, the feeling of achieving that success is worth every single struggle along the way. Success doesn't just happen. It's not something that's handed to you. It's something you have to earn day after day through your thoughts, your actions, and your mindset. And here's the great news. You are 100% capable of earning it. You have everything you need inside of you to achieve whatever it is you want in life. The only thing standing between you and your goals is your willingness to go after them. I want you to remember something. Your thoughts are incredibly powerful. The thoughts you think every single day shape your reality. If you're constantly telling yourself that you can't do something, that you're not good enough, that success is too hard to achieve, then that's exactly what your life will reflect. But if you start to shift those thoughts, if you start telling yourself that you can achieve your goals, that you are capable, that success is within your reach, then you'll begin to see that reflected in your life as well. So how do you change your thoughts? How do you start thinking like a successful person, even if you don't feel like one yet? It starts with small, consistent shifts in your mindset. Every time you catch yourself thinking a negative thought, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this thought helping me move closer to my goals, or is it holding me back? If it's holding you back, replace it with a more empowering thought. This might feel strange at first, but the more you practice it, the more natural it will become. And over time, you'll start to notice a shift. You'll start to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. You'll start to feel more confident, more capable, more ready to take on the challenges that come your way. This is the power of mindset. When you change your thoughts, you change your life. But mindset alone isn't enough. You also need to take action. It's not enough to just think about success. You have to go out and make it happen. You have to put in the work every single day, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. You have to stay disciplined, stay focused, and stay committed to your goals. Discipline is one of the most important keys to success. It's easy to be motivated when things are going well, but what about when things get tough? What about when you face setbacks or when progress feels slow? That's where discipline comes in. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades. It's what pushes you to keep working, even when you don't see immediate results. Think about the last time you set a goal for yourself. Maybe you were excited at first, full of energy and motivation, but as time went on, that excitement started to fade. Maybe you hit a roadblock. Maybe progress was slower than you expected, and slowly but surely, you started to lose that initial drive. This is where most people give up. They let that lack of motivation stop them from achieving their goals. But the people who succeed, the people who reach the top, they don't rely on motivation alone. They rely on discipline. They show up and do the work, even when they don't feel like it. They keep pushing forward, even when progress is slow. And that's what sets them apart from everyone else. Discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent. It's about showing up every day and doing your best, even when it's hard. It's about making the choice over and over again to keep going, even when every part of you wants to quit. And here's the thing, the more disciplined you are, the easier it becomes. The more you practice discipline, the more it becomes a habit. And once it's a habit, success is inevitable. Now let's talk about another crucial element of success. Your environment, the people you surround yourself with, the information you consume, the habits you engage in. These all play a huge role in determining your success. If you're surrounded by negativity, if you're constantly hearing messages that tell you success is out of reach, it's going to be a lot harder for you to believe in yourself and stay focused on your goals. But if you surround yourself with positivity, with people who lift you up, with information that inspires and motivates you, you'll find it's so much easier to stay on track. Your environment has a profound impact on your mindset and your actions. So it's important to create an environment that supports your success. Start by evaluating the people in your life. Are they helping you grow, or are they holding you back? Are they encouraging you to pursue your dreams, or are they filling your mind with doubt and negativity? It can be difficult to distance yourself from people who aren't supportive, but sometimes it's necessary for your own growth. Next, take a look at the media you consume. Are you filling your mind with uplifting, empowering content, or are you consuming negativity and distractions? The information you take in every day has a powerful influence on your mindset, so be intentional about what you allow into your mind. Choose to consume content that inspires you, motivates you, and pushes you toward your goals. Read books, listen to podcasts, and watch videos that help you grow and expand your thinking. Surround yourself with voices that encourage you to believe in yourself and your ability to achieve greatness. But beyond your external environment, there's another environment that's just as important. Your internal environment, your thoughts and emotions. We've talked about how your thoughts shape your reality, but your emotions are just as powerful. The emotions you feel on a daily basis are like signals, telling you where you're headed. If you're constantly feeling stressed, anxious, or doubtful, it's a sign that you're out of alignment with your goals. But if you're feeling excited, hopeful, and driven, it's a sign that you're on the right path. So how do you manage your emotions and keep yourself in a positive state of mind, even when things aren't going perfectly? The key is emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is your ability to bounce back from setbacks, to keep going even when things get tough, and to maintain a positive outlook even in the face of challenges. It's about learning to regulate your emotions so that they don't control you, but instead fuel you. One powerful way to build emotional resilience is through gratitude. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you shift your mindset from lack to abundance. Instead of focusing on what's going wrong or what you don't have, you start to notice all the good things in your life. This simple shift can have a profound impact on your emotional state. It's impossible to feel fearful or negative when you're truly focused on gratitude. Start a daily gratitude practice. Every morning or evening, take a few minutes to write down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be big things like your health, your family, or your career, or they can be small things like the cup of coffee you enjoyed that morning or the smile from a stranger. The more you practice gratitude, the more you'll start to notice the positive things in your life, and the easier it will be to stay in a positive emotional state. But gratitude alone isn't enough. You also need to cultivate a sense of purpose. When you have a clear sense of purpose, a reason for why you're doing what you're doing, it becomes much easier to stay motivated and resilient. Your purpose is your why. It's the reason you get out of bed every morning. It's the fuel that keeps you going when things get tough. And the stronger your sense of purpose, the more resilient you'll be in the face of challenges. Take some time to reflect on your purpose. Why do you want to achieve your goals? What's the deeper meaning behind your success? Maybe it's to provide for your family, to make a difference in the world, or to fulfill a personal dream. Whatever it is, connect with that purpose and let it drive you forward. And finally, let's talk about one of the most important keys to success: perseverance. Perseverance is the ability to keep going no matter what. It's the determination to see things through, even when the road gets rocky, even when progress is slow, even when it feels like you're not getting anywhere. Perseverance is what separates those who succeed from those who give up too soon. The journey to success is not a straight line. It's full of twists and turns, ups and downs. There will be moments when you feel like you're making great progress, and there will be moments when you feel like you're standing still or even moving backward. But those who persevere, those who keep going even when it's hard, are the ones who ultimately succeed. So how do you cultivate perseverance? It starts with patience. Success doesn't happen overnight, and it's important to understand that the path to success is a long-term commitment. You have to be willing to put in the work day after day without expecting immediate results. But here's the thing: the more patient and persistent you are, the more likely you are to achieve your goals. One way to stay patient and persistent is to break your big goals down into smaller, more manageable steps. Instead of focusing on the end result and feeling overwhelmed by how far you still have to go, focus on the next step in front of you. What can you do today to move closer to your goal? By taking it one step at a time, you'll stay focused, motivated, and less likely to get discouraged. Remember this: the journey to success is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires endurance, patience, and perseverance. There will be moments when you want to give up, when you question whether it's worth it, when you wonder if you'll ever get there. But if you keep going, if you keep pushing, if you refuse to quit, you will succeed. In closing, I want to remind you that success is not a destination, it's a journey. It's not about reaching a specific point and then stopping. It's about continuously growing, evolving, and striving to be the best version of yourself. It's about setting goals, achieving them, and then setting new goals. It's about constantly learning, improving, and pushing yourself beyond what you thought was possible. And most importantly, success is about believing in yourself. It's about knowing that you have everything you need inside of you to achieve greatness. It's about trusting in your own potential and having the courage to pursue your dreams, no matter how big or bold they may be. So as you move forward on your journey to success, remember to stay focused on your goals, to believe in yourself, to surround yourself with positivity, and to never ever give up. You are capable of achieving incredible things, and the only thing standing between you and the life of your dreams is your willingness to go after it. Success is within your reach. Now, It's up to you to claim it. Keep going, stay strong, and remember, the best is yet to come.